This is Jake Rundle from the Hastings
Good morning.
Public Library. This gadget that he's wearing is the hottest in the tech world right now.
The coolest thing ever.
Absolutely.
It's
it is
fancy.
Google Glass, and don't even try to buy this on the market because it's not available.
Right.
How does the library have one of these at this point?
I have a tech friend in Minneapolis. He got a pair of Google Glass, and when you get those, you get an invite to ask 3 people who, essentially Google says, hey, you're tech savvy. You should find 3 friends who have a disposable income, and they should be tech savvy also. Because the invite is just the privilege to then spend $1,600 on a pair of glasses. But I sent him an email and said, I want one real bad. And then I thought, well, if the library paid for these, then we could play with a lot of other things besides just me having cool tech.
Because it really is, in many ways, supposedly, or Google wants you to think so, the future of computing technology.
Right.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely. And so it was great because you can, I'm hearing myself, it's so weird. Because no one has this. I mean, in Nebraska, I know of 3 people, I think, who own a pair. So the fact that the entire city of Hastings gets to share a pair of Google Glass puts us ahead of Omaha, puts us ahead of Lincoln, puts us ahead of Kearney.
Right.
Let me trade spectacles with you, and then Katie will continue to ask, because I'm going to try to attempt to sort of replicate what I see.
Yes.
But Katie,
Yeah.
So
go
I
ahead
actually wore these a week ago on
Yes,
News 5
you
at
did.
11:30, but I kind of want you to explain what you see when you're looking in that. There's actually a little computer that you see on your eye there.
Absolutely. So what Chris is seeing right now is our video call. So he's seeing
There you go.
me
That's exactly
waving
what
at
Chris
the laptop
is seeing.
there.
We have this hooked up. It's a little bit of a delay, but you can see what Chris is looking at right now.
Exactly. But when you're interfacing with not a video call, it's just...
He's a first timer, so this is great.
Yeah, that sounds like my honeymoon. Anyway.
So it's just the clock. You see the time, and then below it are the words OK Glass. And OK Glass is the voice prompt that then lets you make a video call or take a picture or ask for directions.
Because it's kind of like Siri. You can talk to it,
absolutely.
right?
You can talk to it. You can ask it to Google something if you're connected to a wireless network. So I always, when I'm playing with middle school and high school kids, I ask it to Google pictures of lemurs, because lemurs are just the most adorable marsupial
Great
of all
animals.
animals. Or if you ask it something like, we were playing around yesterday, we had it look for Ed Littler. And so if you find something you're looking for, you can have it read to you, and then this nice lady will speak to the back of your ear, and she'll, Ed Littler, and then...
Because it does have a microphone,
It does have a
too.
microphone, it's all set up.
Yeah, and it is phenomenal. I'm going to try to describe just a little bit of what I'm seeing,
Yes.
because it's a little different than what you see me seeing as
Right.
well. And we're going to try to hook that up also. But I see this screen, and you're talking about getting that voice back in there. It does have this monitor that you're hearing, and it can then talk back to me if I were searching for something.
Exactly.
So what we saw that Google wants you to do is, if you're in a foreign country and you see a sign,
It can
will
translate it.
in your ear,
Absolutely.
things like that.
Absolutely. It's really hands-free computing, so you don't have to be glued to your phone, disconnected from the world, not paying attention, because ideally, you should always have one eye on the real world, because it's only on one half of your face.
Yeah, this is where I'm still not sure how realistic this is in a practical sense, but maybe there is something for it. What we've seen now is Google just said they've
try
got
them on
some
again.
fashion eyewear that they're starting to put these on, so it's a little
Yes,
RoboCop
and
as
prescription
well.
glasses too, so you can actually put your prescription glasses
Yeah, and
on
sunglasses.
here as well.
So if I
Now-
come to the library, Jake, and I want to mess around, what's the process for this?
You come to the front desk. We're making this really sweet sign that basically says glasses in or glasses out, because not only when it's not living at the library, I'm taking it to middle schools, high schools. I was in Silver Lake yesterday, and so all of Silver Lake High School got to see and play with the Google Glass.
I'm still the pirate, sorry. I still do the one eye. Chris, you were pretty good with 2.
So when the glass is in, it's essentially just ask someone at the front desk, hey, can I play with that? It's not like a formal check-in or check-out system. It's more of a librarian will put on your face if you want to play around with the video call.
I just ended our call. I don't know how I did that.
Katie broke the glasses.
Katie broke
Jake.
it.
Nobody can play with them.
And a librarian will walk you through the process. Have you take some
I'm gonna hand
pictures?
it.
Have you share some photos with the Google Plus page? It's connected to my work email, and then I take everything we take pictures and video of and throw it to our public library Google Plus page, and then I put that on Facebook. And so there's a lot of places you can go and find all the cool pictures we're taking, all the video we've taken, and it's going to be Really kind of an informal play with kind of thing.
Yeah, just to explore
Love
the
it, yeah.
technology a little bit.
Yeah.
What are the kids' reactions when you're taking it to the schools?
Middle school kids, when they're not going, oh man, it's always, this is so cool. And all I've done is take a picture with it. I recorded a video, but they just, I think they have all these possibilities in the back of their head. This is how I could do this
Yeah.
if this were on my
Right.
face.
Because this is a generation that is, something like this is old news
Right.
to them. I mean, they are not into it at all. So for them to be sort of wowed by that does show
Exactly.
that there's some excitement there as well.
They always ask me, how much does that cost? And when you say $1,600, I go, oh. And then like, I guess I'll have to save my detesting money for 2 summers.
Right.
They're doing math in their brain. Like, if I save
could
2
get it.
summers and I don't do any movies and I don't buy that Xbox game, then I can own this.
Your
All right,
chance to
thank
mess around with that at the Hastings Public Library. We're going to give it to Travis to do a little
He'll be
weather
doing
and
weather
keep
with
it around for a little birthday club fun as
Absolutely.
well. Jake Rundle from the Hastings Public
Thank
Library.
you so
Thanks for getting
much.
up early
You're welcome,
with us.
guys. Thank
Stay
you.
with us. We're back with all of that right after this.
You'll have to turn.